Here we go again. Round 3. Place your bets now. Is it gonna break? Is it not gonna break? It's probably gonna break again, but hopefully it doesn't wait 30 minutes. 10 minutes is okay with me. Better yet, 2 minutes. 1 minute. Even a couple seconds would be great. Just so I don't have to go through the hassle of fucking waiting 30 minutes just for it to break. Because it's so fucking... But it is what it is. If it breaks again, then we turn down the quality this time. Still good on YouTube. Okay, I'm glad I figured that out. At least. Took me a couple days to figure out why YouTube wouldn't restart every time. If only meld worked. I mean, it does work, but it doesn't work with whatever card I have. GPU, whatever it is. CPU, GPU, I don't fucking know. Wherever the power comes from. The strength, the horsepower. Is that the graphics card? No. I don't know, that would be the GPU, right? I don't know. And if I did know, I wouldn't have bought a computer this shitty. But it has been like, what? I got my $4,000 set up during high school. And then I got this computer in 2023, because it was new. That's another thing too, this was a brand new model, bro, it just came out. And it's so bad. Fucking school computers are almost better than this fucking hot dog shit. I was so mad at myself for doing that. But the main purpose was just to be able to apply for jobs. That was literally the entire purpose. Just like my phone, as long as I can literally make phone calls or texts, because all it has to do, it is to do its job, and that's it. If it can do anything else, that's just, that's just a bonus on top of shit. Until I have the funds to upgrade again. Because I'm still not as rich as I used to be. Before COVID, I was good, man. I had everything I fucking needed in life. I even bought a car that broke down like a week later. I forget how much I paid for that though. It was probably like fucking $2,000 for a piece of shit. That's what I get though. I'm not a car guy, you know? Usually when you're buying a car off someone, you want to have like a mechanic friend to like go there with you to just kind of take a look at it real quick. I didn't have that though. So he totally screwed me over, but that's fine. But I don't know what the fuck happened since COVID to just ruin my financial stability so roughly. I was literally doing better when I was homeless. Like, how the fuck does that even make sense? Aside from not paying rent and bills, I suppose, but that's just a given if you're homeless, obviously. That's why it's the easiest way to save money is to fucking go homeless. Live on the fucking street. Or don't. You know? There's better options out there, like getting a better paying job. That's the thing. You know? I won't say work harder, though. I used to believe in that shit, but that shit's fucking bullshit. They really told us that so they can benefit faster. You know? Some people work the same job like 20, 30 years straight, fucking 5-6 days a week. All the time. Sometimes not even holidays to fucking take. And like, how much has their dollar increased since they started. Probably less than $5. Maybe 10 if you're like in an office setting. Like, that's not a lot of fucking money, bro. 10, 20 years of working your fucking ass off as hard as physically possible to get like a $10 increase at most within that time frame? Like, that is ridiculous fucking bullshit that they brainwashed us with to keep us on our fucking knees. So I say fuck that. Start your own business like I am. Fuck all that other bullshit that I told you. It's not true. I mean, if you have your own business, definitely work hard on your own business. Like, absolutely. Don't, like, half-ass that shit. That should be a given, but if you're working for someone else, giving it your all every single day, not worth it. And guess what? If you die, they're just gonna fucking replace you anyways. Because everyone's fucking replaceable. They don't actually give a fuck. They might like you in the moment, because you're doing more than everyone else is. That's about it, though. Versus, you know, taking... It took me 30 months to build a foundation for my own business. And I can make $1,000 per client just for the setup cost. And realistically, if you were making phone calls as often as people work hard, you could, within 30 to 60 days, you could get like $10,000 or more. For some people, that could be like $80,000 in the first 30, 60 days, even 90 days. Like, that's a lot better than a $10 increase after 10, 20 years of working your ass off as hard as physically possible. Now you just got $30 extra, $30,000 extra to your monthly paycheck. Versus what I just said. You know, it's kind of a no-brainer at that point. At least to me. I'm just happy I realized this shit fucking young, dude. I almost fell for it though, man. I almost fucking did. When I was in Amazon and they were like, work hard, it's great. You know, we'll raise your check every year for people that do good. Yeah, you're gonna raise it by fucking $3. What do you fucking do, dude? Wow. I'm living life on the edge, man. Wow. To be fair, Amazon does pay a lot of money. It's just not a good work environment. The actual work itself, not good. Even for delivery drivers, I found out, it's still not good for them either. Not to mention the shorts they give you just kind of fall off for some reason. Don't know why they allow that to happen, but Jeff Bezos literally does not give a fuck about if you're comfortable. But, you know, he cares about how much money you're gonna make him. Because that's his whole thing. It's literally what he does. Anyway, I've stalled for 10 minutes, right? Has it been 10 minutes? 8 minutes, that's close enough, I think. And we're still not broken yet. Which is a good sign. For now. I'll give the deadline like 40 minutes per session. If it breaks, we'll tone it back down. If it doesn't break, we'll keep it like this. And then for the next video, I'll try to make an adjustment to make it slightly better. And then if that breaks again, I'll just revert it back to where it is right now. If that makes sense. I know that is probably the most annoying fucking shit ever, but it's all I can do to figure this out on my end, is to just let it do its thing until it can't. You know? There's no other way around that. If I was recording videos, I could just hit record and just let it record. Like, that wouldn't be a problem. But it's live. So, that's the downside to things being live, is when things go wrong, it shows. And I kind of hate that. But it's part of the game, I guess, man. I should be used to it, though. I've been doing this for 13 fucking goddamn years. I could write multiple books about all of this. That's how long I've been doing it for. It makes me sound like I'm fucking 80 years old. But I'm literally 25. I'm not even fucking old yet. I'm getting there. But as I have been saying for the past, like, I don't know, 6, 7 years, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it to like 30, 35, you know? 5, 10 years down the line, that's a long time right now. I don't know if that's gonna happen. 1 to 2 years, I can better gauge, you know? Kinda. Like, if I start feeling really bad around December, then I'll, like, know the next year isn't gonna go too well for me. But, yeah, aside from that, I don't fucking know. And if that's depressing to you, then that sucks, I guess. You have to come to terms with it at some point. And that's the only way I really can come to terms with it, is by just assuming that I won't live as long as average. You know? Sure, I might live to an old age, and if I do, I might be grateful for that until I go blind and deaf and can't move anymore, but... Anyway. 13 years is a long time. That's a long time, man. You know what else I could do aside from writing books? Like, I could teach courses, I could write books, I could probably host a fucking college class about, like, content creation and all the business elements associated with that. Maybe not me personally, but I could give the information to someone to do that. I'm not a good public speaker. I'm more of a public shouter. I miss commanding my squadron. Platoon? No. I don't actually remember what it was called. Commanding my blank. Platoon's military, I think. What was I think Navy's crew, right? Am I tripping? I don't remember. It's been so fucking long since I've fucking done that shit. I kinda miss it, though. I miss having badges on my shoulders, man. I miss that. I know it sounds fucking weird, but I miss it. I miss having my uniform. And I could always look at my badge and feel good about myself, because every year it would go up. It didn't go up for everyone. It depends on how good you were, but I think I was the only person there that actually wanted to be there. I tried the hardest, which also means they were the hardest on me at times. Like, if my boots were, like, unpolished slightly on one side, they would absolutely roast my fucking ass for that. But every year, my rank would increase, as other people just stay where they are. I was going through the ranks like fucking crazy, man. I shouldn't have dropped out. But, like I say, I don't want to be on a submarine for 10 months every year as the fucking repair guy for, I think it was 5 years. I'd have to be the repair guy on the submarine for 5 years. Then I could do something else after that. Like, become the chef. Or... they do have a land squad, whatever it's called. Not like the Army, but the Navy has, like, a land unit. Obviously, you come from the water, of course, but... yeah, it just would have been cool. What, like 6 months every year before the submarine happens? Because when I left, because of issues and whatnot, life was bullshit. I was literally homeless, and school kicked me out. I think the year after that, the year after I dropped out, I would have been a petty officer, which I believe is 3 tiers, or 3 ranks below, like, the highest ranking guy at the, for our unit. These are not the right terms to use, but I'm sorry, it's the only words I can use because it's been so long to compare it to something. But yeah, I would have been like 4 tiers below the highest ranking guy in the unit. Because then the highest ranking guy goes to like the regional dude who's like controls all the units basically. They just got fucked up. I miss it. I also miss commanding hundreds of fucking people with the sound of my voice. That's some powerful shit. If y'all never done that before, you should try it sometime. Your throat's gonna hurt for the first like 2 months you tried doing it, but it was great, man. It was literally exactly like the movies. Just commanding the whole squad. I never did it when we had rifles, though. I was just like the exercise guy. You know, in the mornings, I was like the morning guy. Because I didn't eat breakfast in the morning. Because when you wake up, you literally have five minutes to shower and get dressed, and then immediately you have like 45 minutes of workouts ahead of you. Fucking pull-ups, chin-ups, sit-ups, fucking. Then you have to run like 2 miles or something like that. 2 kilometers, where the fuck. And that also takes a while. And then you can have breakfast. But the catch is, you only have 15 minutes to eat your breakfast because now we have to go do training before lunch. And then usually after lunch you get into like the more fun stuff like going on the water and whatnot. But yeah, the fucking mornings were rough, man. Having the fucking workout and shit before even eating anything is just so rough on the body. A lot of people puked every morning. It was just, it's bound to happen. I think they may have changed it now, though, now that it was like 7 years ago. But if they're still doing that, they might want to rethink that. You know? At least for the love of God, give them like a protein bar or something in the morning before doing anything. And then also, like, at least a glass of water. Because usually when you wake up, you're supposed to immediately have like a glass of water. And then a little something, like a muffin or a banana. Like a little something to get your metabolism going. Most people don't do that. Anyway, I could talk a lot more about it because I was in the program for 5 years. I think I joined at the same time my channel started. And it was like every Wednesday. And then there would be the summer things you have to do. Anyway. As much as I regret it, I also would probably be dead right now if I stayed there. Considering with all the fighting going on right now and the fact that the unit I would have been a part of was deployed, like, sometime this year. So, yeah, I probably would have been dead by now. Then again, I thought I would have already been dead by now anyways, so I guess it doesn't really matter in the end. Oh well, whatever. Anyway. I think we're good to finally start. We still have 10 more minutes to go before we hit the 30-minute mark. I can only stall so much. Yeah, I only have so much I can talk about, and usually what I can talk about is nothing super cheerful, usually. Not my fault. Not my fault. It's just the way my life is, man. If I had more stuff to talk about that were better, then I would talk about those things. Like, oh, I just bought a brand new house, or I bought a brand new car, or I have a baby on the way, But that's not how my life is right now. Never has been, and it won't be for a bit. Right now I'm learning how to be a business guy. My own business guy. How to take control of the system, essentially. And I think a lot of you guys should do that too, man. I don't know how my age demographic at the moment. Back in high school, they were roughly high school people. I had some older people as well coming along, but I don't know what the age demographic is now on both YouTube and Kick. We don't stream to Twitch anymore. But once I do have those numbers, I would like to know those things. to know who I'm like reaching out to, essentially. Probably still around the same age, I would imagine, but anyone who is, you know, if you're in your 20s, or if you're literally still in high school, first of all, why are you watching my videos? I swear too much, go back home to mommy. And secondly, the business advice and stuff, with what I've been talking about for, I think it's been 2 months now, with Go High Level and shit like that. I know I say it every fucking video, every time I talk about it, but I really do just highly recommend, if you want a better, happier, richer life, then get on that shit before I'm able to teach you. Because by the time I'm able to teach you, it might already be too late. Like, I cannot guarantee that for you. But I can guarantee there is hundreds of millions of dollars out in the world right now for people to get. And people are getting it. The train is fucking rolling. People are doing it. And if you constantly sit there like I was, where I'm just like, I don't know, or it seems too complicated, or what if it doesn't work, or how many days do I need to, take off to fucking focus solely on this? Like, it's not gonna be easy at first. It takes a lot of fucking dedication and a lot of hours. That's the one thing people get past, is that it's fucking hard at first. But then you gotta remember, this is recurring money. Once you do the hard stuff, it's done. Once they pay you, they keep paying you every month. Like setting up the foundation and stuff, that's like the hardest shit to do. Getting a company name, getting fucking business models, figuring out your company's story, all of that shit. That's the hardest part. But I just want you guys to get on that, man. And anyone else that, like, if you have part-time work, or maybe even your full-time work just doesn't pay enough anymore, you're just unsatisfied with your life, or your job, or your income, whatever it may be, please get on this shit. Literally, go on Google, just do some research, because that's what I did, and that's what everyone else is doing. There is a low barrier to entry, because you can just learn it. I'm literally learning it as I'm doing it. And when I'm able to teach you guys, I'm able to teach you as you're learning from me, obviously, and you're able to do it. But I'm also able to teach you guys, here's how you get so-and-so amount of money as you're learning. Because I didn't have that chance. I'm learning as I'm doing. But you guys can earn as you learn, It's fucking crazy. And I'm just 100% genuinely, this is why I say it so much, because I'm passionate about it, but I just will, from the bottom of my heart, feel very sorry for you if you miss this opportunity that is in front of literally anyone that wants it. I will 100% fucking 2 years from now, I'm going to feel sorry as fuck for you. That you are not as rich as everyone else is getting. Because you didn't take the first steps. Because you thought it'd be too hard. Or you were uncomfortable. But whatever your excuse is to not do it. My excuse for doing it is there's a lot of fucking money and I don't want to be a sheep. I never wanted to be a sheep. Since birth, I always did my own thing. If it came to sports, if it came to learning, if it came to teaching, if it came to literally socializing, I do my own fucking thing. Because it's who I am. I am my own person. Just saying, man. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it, because anyone can learn it. Get on it. Please, for the love of God, please. Anyone that wants a better fucking life, just do it. Get on it. Better yet, be like, who are you learning from? Cool. Here's his information. I can learn exactly what I'm learning from the same person. Even better. Ask questions. Get involved. Totally fine. I'm gonna stop talking about it now. Because I talk about it every video. And I'm sorry. But I'm really not sorry, though. I say I'm sorry because, I feel bad for people that genuinely don't care, or, you already make enough money as it is for you to be satisfied. But for people like me that want a change, and they want better, I just don't want you guys to miss that, man. I have a lot of regret in my life, and I don't want people to feel that shit. Because I think every regret I have at the moment throughout my life that I can still remember, I'm pretty damn sure I'm taking those all to the grave with me. Because that's how much they hurt. Like TikTok, bro. I turned down a TikTok offer because they wanted me to work with them, for them, to make videos every day. It was like 3 videos a day, every day. And they wanted to pay me fucking millions of dollars every year to do that. Just upfront. They're like, here's the money, we trust you to do what you do. And I turned around and said, no, I'm good. I don't really like TikTok. I'd rather use YouTube. Like, what the fuck? Guys, come on. You don't want that to happen. You don't want to feel regret like that, bro. That was like 2019 when that happened. 2020. 5 years ago. 6 years ago now. When that offer was on the table. And I said no. I don't want you guys to be like me in that position. I don't want you guys to be saying no to this opportunity. Unless, very, very much bold, unless you are already 100% without a second thought satisfied with your life and the way it is right now. If you have millions of dollars and you're satisfied, more power to you. If you have like $100,000 and you're satisfied, more power to you. If you have like 10 grand and you're satisfied, more power to you. But like I said yesterday, everyone can be improved. Your income can be improved. We are not trapped. They want us to feel like we're trapped, but we're not. At least not as Canadians. It's a free fucking country still. For the most part. There's certain things we can't do, obviously, but it's still mostly a free country. You know? Don't give in to the bullshit. Don't be a sheep. You know? If you're older than I am, it's going to be harder to do that, but just, you know, you're never too young, basically. Or you're never too old, I should say. You're never too old to fucking start this process right now. Within the next, like, 2-3 years, you know, now's your chance. Because guess what? As I'm here talking about it, I'm about to do something totally unrelated because I want to be successful at this other thing we're doing at the same time. People are doing the work right now as we speak. They are making calls. They are sending out texts. They are sending out emails. They are fucking posting social media fucking ads. They're paying for Google ads. You know? Even as I'm talking about how you should be on this shit right now, people are doing it as I'm talking about it. That's how big this industry is right now. Like, people are making money right now, man. They're doing it. And I'm going to be doing it too. And I do not want to be given the opportunity to say I told you so. Because my heart will fucking shatter for every single one of you that come up to me crying fucking 5 years from now and you're like, oh my god, I'm so poor, I can't do anything. As you see everyone else's fucking bank accounts fucking 10x. Like, genuinely, I'm gonna feel so bad for you guys. Okay? That's it. I'm gonna stop talking about it because the train always goes. You can guarantee I'm gonna be talking about it in the next video, though, because I talk about it every single video I make for the past 2 months. And I'm gonna be talking about it even more when I have results to show, when I have money to show, when I have clients to show. You know? I'll be talking about it a lot more. And then I can teach. But again, it might be too late by then. You know? The window for this is realistically about 5 years. Because it's predicted by 2030, AI alone is already going to be in the trillions worth of value for people to claim, basically, out of it. That's a lot of money, man. The world itself is already in debt, like $50 trillion or something total. Maybe even more, thanks to COVID and shit, but that's the kind of market we're in right now, man. We're already in the millions to almost billions. But it's gonna reach trillions in 5 years. If If not 5 years, faster. It's not going to take longer. Fucking technology is advancing so fucking goddamn fast right now, it's not even funny. And you know what? For those people that are lazy motherfuckers and you don't want to actually do any fucking work for some godforsaken reason, because you want to be a 600-pound life and just live on your bed 24/7 as you piss into a tube, you can do that. You could do that. You know, you don't technically have to start your own business. You can have an AI do that for you. If you don't know how to do something, have another AI do it for you. It's the kind of world we live in right now, man. You can have an AI do something for another AI. And they know better than we do. They have access to literally everything. They know everything. And they're learning even more. They're learning way faster than humans can. If you have a service like I use, then the AI actually does stuff. I use Manus for me personally. I don't think it's not free to access. No, it is free to access. You just have to go to like an onboarding process. You got to tell them, you know, like what your business is, why you want to use the services and whatnot. But it is, it basically has its own computer built into it. So like instead of like Google AI and whatever the fuck, ChatGPT or whatever, you know, they just kind of talk to you and answer things. Manus will actually do the work. Like, it actually does it. It will actually do research. And you can watch it do these things, too, which is actually fucking mind-blowing. It really goes on the internet, researches shit for you. It takes a couple seconds for it to read, like, 20 pages. It's literally insane about how fast this fucking thing works. And it can do anything for you. It literally does anything. I'm too stupid enough to know how to take fucking full advantage of that opportunity, but if you were like, hey, make me a fucking landing page, it could do that. If you were like, hey, make a game, it could probably do that. There is a limit on your credits, at least from a free user standpoint, but I think you do get 1,000 credits every day. And most tasks I give it are only like 200 to 300 credits each. That's really how I came up with my company name. It took about 2 hours of going back and forth. But, you know, the first name that we came up with, I loved it. But then, you know, 2 days later, after branding everything, I realized that name was actually already taken. So then I was like, we need to fucking find the absolute perfect name that has not been taken. And that easily took 2 or 3 hours, going back and forth with this AI that is going out there, doing research, figuring out what works, what doesn't work, and then giving me like a list of like 10 ideas. And then it's like, oh, if those don't work, we could do it again. And then I can give it like suggestions, being like, I like this name, but I didn't like this aspect of it. And it can base shit off that. And that's how we ended up with the name I have. Like, it can do whatever. If you want to take the lazy approach and you want to fucking touch anything aside from your keyboard, you could do that. That is an option. But I can't do that, though. I need to be doing something all the time, or else I feel like my life is meaningless and worthless, so... So if you don't know something, AI it, man. If you don't know how to do it, get another AI to do it. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. When I was growing up, it'd be like, don't believe anything you see on the internet or whatever. But now it's like, literally trust it. Because it knows. It knows exactly what it's doing. Not the internet itself, but the AIs themselves. Depending on what AI you're using, I suppose, but all the good ones are 100% worth your time to look into and research and invest into. Especially the one that I said to, Manus, that can just... It has its own computer to work with. I don't know how the fuck they coded that to happen, but it's literally digital magic. Like, honest to God, it is as close to as magic as we're gonna get in real life. If you gave it like 100 pages, or even a whole book, and you were like, summarize this entire book for me, it could do that. It would read every single page, every single letter, faster than any human can. It'll give you accurate information based on your request. Like 100%. It can even recognize like images and videos and like tell you what it sees. Like, I don't even know how the fuck that's possible, but I don't have to know. I didn't develop it. I just have to know how it works and take advantage of that. Alright, that's enough stalling. We've reached the 30-minute mark, and we're still good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to stick with the settings I have now, and I will make adjustments for the next video. So, okay with everyone if we just kind of keep it the way it is right now? Because there's no reason for me to turn it down more, that wouldn't help anything. But if I, like, add my webcam, it might break. If I turn up the quality slightly, it might break. So, but where it is now, it seems to be okay with. This does seem to be like the ballpark range that it's okay with. Which is still higher quality than 720p, don't get me wrong. Everyone on YouTube, you probably are confused, but everyone on Kick, they understand. Everyone on Kick knows that the quality is better. And I did check it out on my own, too, before I started this. I went on YouTube just to check the quality. And it was better. Not drastically better, but still better. But anyway, as always, everyone on YouTube, please subscribe to me and follow me on Kick if you like live streamed content. Everyone on Kick, if you like live streamed content, please follow and subscribe to me on Kick. And if you like things other than live streamed content, please subscribe to me over on YouTube. We also have channel memberships. I need to rethink how my memberships work now that we have access to Kick, because people can already basically, subscribers on Kick is paid. Subscribing on YouTube is free. Memberships on YouTube is paid. It's the same idea. Just called something different, basically. But Kick only has one option, and that's $4.99 across the board for everyone across the world. That is how much a subscriber pays for. Is $4.99. And then they take like the 99-cent part and you keep the $4 or whatever it is. But unlike YouTube, where I can charge whatever amount I want for different tiers too. So I think what I need to do is figure out how to balance those more. I might realistically just wait until I have a better setup so I can offer better content for more money, basically. Because right now this is kind of default. I can't be like, here's a paid live stream. You know, that wouldn't really benefit anyone if I did that. But I mean, for people that want to get in early on it, you can absolutely hop onto YouTube memberships and choose your tier. You can absolutely do that. Just do keep in mind that we are not even in beta yet. This is very much alpha. And there is nothing that's really going to change. You'll get some emojis. You'll get some badges. That's about it at the moment. I can choose to post a video for members first. That is an option. And I can also do that as well. I can set it for whatever amount of time I want, probably like a day or two, for people that have memberships to watch it early. But I personally don't feel like I am providing valuable enough content to offer that at the moment. So that's why I'm not preaching for you guys to sign up for YouTube memberships. You know? I'm really preaching to you guys to go out there and make more money than you ever thought possible. Which no one else is going to tell you to do that because they don't want you to. They want you to stay below them. I want you guys to rise up with me. I don't want to rise up alone. That sounds fucking boring. Gotta rise up together. We're a family after all, man. 13 years. Kick Kick may be our new baby that we're raising, but Kick is still part of the family, and they just jump into the deep end. Basically, is what they had to do, or is what I forced them to do. I basically showed up to Kick, and I was like, "Hey, this is me," and just kind of pushed them in to the deep end, and just hope they can swim. That's how I would compare that to. Anyway, we're good. Everyone knows what's up. Everyone knows what this video is about. And I think we've made it long enough for it to settle. And if it breaks, then it breaks. But honestly, I don't think it is. I don't think it is going to break. I have faith. Anyway, is it okay if I redo my intro for a moment? Is everyone okay with that? I know I don't have the words anymore that says starting soon and whatnot, but I think we need to have a not a reset, but like a I don't know what you call it, just It's time to Just one though. One I lied, actually. Wanna know what's fucked up? I didn't expect this to happen. But the stream didn't break this time. The audio broke. What the fucking odds? How does that even happen? How does that actually? It was literally fine. I've literally just been sitting here talking to you guys. And yeah, now it's broken. Well, maybe that means I can upgrade a little bit too in the meantime. That might break it though. Fuck it, whatever. We're gonna see